I bought this skid steer from somebody. Had to buy the engine, and it's a 40 SL 4510. Usually they have a Ford engine, a 4-cylinder, I think 1.3 liter gasoline, and I couldn't find exactly the Ford engine, but those steamer carpet cleaner, the old ones came with this engine here. It has a Ford, the same engine block, and pretty much almost the same thing. And it came from Ford as well, and I think it was sold in Europe somewhere. So, and that engine uses a controller. That's it right there. It's upside down, but yeah, that one. So it fits in here and it runs just fine. And it has a fuel injector there, and it's warmed by coolant. You see, this is a coolant line going in there, and that's the other one going out. So it warms the injector to vaporize the fuel, then it'll get into the combustion chamber that way. The only problem I have with this thing is cooling. It came with a little fan there, and it's not working. This controller, if it gets to a certain temperature, it'll turn off the engine so that it won't damage the engine. The old engines were in this Ford is the problem with them is over-rubbing, because they had manual controller where you rub them to what you think gives you the power, and if you over-rubbing them, the RPM are too high, then the thing will throw a rod and it'll break the I've seen so many of them with the rod that came off the engine to the other side, and that's what's the problem with this engine. This one, that won't happen because of the controller. As soon as it will only run this engine at 1800 RPM with the governor on, I think that's the max. And if it overheats, it will turn it off as well. If the battery is low, and it's not charging or it's low, it'll turn it off. It's a good system, but I'm just having issues cooling with the cooling system because it's overheating. And then I had this original one that came with the old engine. I welded in, but it has hole. It's an old machine. I think this is the original muffler. This thing is 1989, I think. And this engine, I think, is 2001 or something, 2002. So it's a pretty good engine. If you can find them, they fit in this skid steer. SL. Gehl is a Gehl 4510, and in specific the gasoline one. I know they have 4610, a diesel one, exactly the same frame, but I don't know whether this one would fit. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, how I can get this thing working, cooling system working the right way. Otherwise, in the summertime, you can't run this thing for 30 minutes. It will turn off, and then you have to sit around and wait for it to cool off. All right, guys, thanks.